Well, hey there, we're back in my kitchen today and we are making smooth, silky, creamy, buttery, homemade from scratch banana cream pie. No more pudding mix for you. Let's do it. We're starting off with a basic pie crust, so if you already have a recipe you prefer, you can use that and skip straight to the custard part of this recipe. So to make our pie crust, we're starting with all the normal ingredients, flour, sugar, and salt. And you're gonna put them in a medium bowl and just stir them around till they're mixed. Add in your cold butter, and you're gonna cut in your butter using a pastry cutter or 2 knives if you don't have a pastry cutter, until it looks like the consistency of small little peas. You're gonna drizzle in about 3 to 4 tablespoons of really cold water. I actually like to put an ice cube in my water to make it super cold. This is so you don't melt the butter. And then form your dough into a ball, and you're gonna turn it out onto a lightly floured surface to roll it out. Roll your crust out to about 1/8 of an inch thick on your floured surface. And then I like to put my rolling pin kind of in the center of my dough, and I carefully make sure my dough is not stuck to the counter using like a spatula. And then I just fold both sides over on the rolling pin like you're seeing me do here. And I use that to transfer my dough to the pie plate so that it doesn't tear or rip. And then I just cut off the excess, and I'm gonna crimp the sides, and there's all different ways to do this, but I just like to kind of pinch the dough together. It just makes a nice looking side on your pie crust. I would love to know if there's a recipe you would like to see on my channel, so let me know if there's something you'd like to see me make and that I can help you with. And make sure you check out my other recipes on my channel. I have an awesome whole wheat bread, creme brulee, and more. You're going to want to bake this with some foil or some parchment inside, and make sure you fill it with beans or something to kind of hold down your crust so that it doesn't collapse in on you. Starting on your custard, you're going to add some sugar and some cornstarch in a medium-sized pot over about medium heat. You're going to stir that together, and then add in a little bit of salt just to give it some flavor and some milk. And you want to kind of pour this in slowly and whisk it into your dry mixture. I'm curious, so tell me in the comments below, what's your favorite dessert of all time? You're gonna whisk your custard mix pretty consistently until it looks all bubbly and foamy like this, but you wanna make sure that it's not boiling over, and you wanna make sure that it's not sticking and burning at the bottom of your pot. That's important. And then in a separate bowl, you're gonna whisk together 2 egg yolks, and then you're gonna gently and carefully drizzle some of your hot milk mixture into your egg yolks. This is called tempering the eggs. You do this so that your egg doesn't totally cook when you add it to the rest of the custard. And then you're just gonna drizzle that little mixture that you made back into your pot, and you're gonna cook it for about another 2 minutes or until it's nice and thick. Once it's thick, you add in the butter and the vanilla, which is what makes it taste so amazing. And yes, we have Mom's homemade vanilla, and then we have the kids' vanilla, and they're very separate. We're gonna pour your mixture through a fine mesh strainer. This is just to get out any little bits of eggs that may have cooked when you were making your custard. Then you're gonna cover the surface with plastic. You do this so it doesn't form like a hard skin on top, which is really gross. So you're gonna chill it completely. Then you're gonna slice bananas at the bottom of your crust and top it with your smooth, silky custard. While your pie is chilling, you're gonna whip up the cream with some sugar, just some heavy cream with some sugar, and you're gonna whip it up till it makes some soft peaks, and then you can top your pie with it. I would recommend popping it back in the fridge for maybe a half an hour to an hour just to make sure everything's set before you serve it. And garnish it with some sliced bananas, and you are ready to dive into some deliciousness. You are not gonna be able to stay out of this pie, you guys. And after this video, make sure you check out my creme brulee recipe and my mini pavlova recipe. I will link them in the description box below. And come back soon for more yummy recipes and awesome tips.